In this video, we will cover Biodata Catalyst powered by Picture and how to explore the RECOVER Pediatric Cohort. Specifically, we will start with general background information about the RECOVER Pediatric Cohort and provide links to further documentation. Then, we will briefly introduce the publicly available data exploration tool on Biodata Catalyst and use this tool to demonstrate searching the RECOVER Pediatric Cohort. Finally, we will outline how to request access to the RECOVER Pediatric dataset for research. Let's begin with some brief background information on the RECOVER Pediatric Cohort. The RECOVER Pediatric Cohort is an observational meta-cohort study. This means that it's a dataset with many different subcohorts. It's important to note that there are three main cohorts within the dataset: the Pediatric Main Cohort, the Pediatric Caregiver Cohort, and the Pediatric Congenital Cohort. These sub-studies, or subcohorts, consist of different study participants and different information. Additionally, there are different groups or arms of the study. This figure was taken from the RECOVER Pediatric Study Protocol publication cited here on the slide. You can see here that the groups include acute and post-acute, with infected and uninfected study participants in each. It is important to understand the general organization of the data to accurately explore the dataset. For more detailed information about the study, please refer to the RECOVER Study Protocol publication, which was referenced on the previous slide, the RECOVER Pediatric Release Notes, and the RECOVER website. Biodata Catalyst, or BDC, can be used to explore the RECOVER Pediatric data. Let's take a look at the publicly available search tool. Data discovery can be difficult for several reasons. First, complex data may be hard to understand. Second, researchers may have a research question in mind, but may not know where to go or how to find the data that fits their research question. Finally, there are some barriers to entry when exploring data, especially controlled data that requires authorization. Biodata Catalyst powered by Picture helps to address these challenges. This is a publicly available cohort building tool that promotes equity in data exploration by allowing anyone to use the tool. There is no login required. Picture allows any investigator to search, filter, and interact with all studies that are available on BDC, including the RECOVER Pediatric dataset. Picture facilitates approachable research for all skill levels by allowing investigators to search at the variable value level and apply filters. Based on these filters, investigators can view the cohort counts of participants that match these criteria and also learn more about the cohort with variable distributions. Now let's explore the RECOVER Pediatric Cohort on BDC powered by Picture. Before getting to the demonstration, let's outline an example research question. When developing a post-acute sequelae of SARS-CoV-2, or PASC index, Gross et al. Outlined common symptoms in children and adolescents. Among the symptoms in school-age children, or children 6 to 11 years old, were trouble with memory or focusing, back or neck pain, and stomach pain. You can learn more about their findings and other symptoms in the cited publication on the slide. For this demonstration, let's use BDC powered by Picture to explore the RECOVER Pediatric Cohort, specifically those that were infected and part of the acute arm in the pediatric subcohort at the baseline time point. Of these participants, let's explore the symptoms of trouble with memory, back or neck pain, and stomach aches. We will also investigate how many participants have serum samples at 8 weeks collected. Now let's get into the live demonstration. This is BDC powered by Picture. I have not logged in, but have the option to with NIH credentials for more functionality. For now, let's use the publicly available tool to explore the data. I can navigate here by clicking Discover at the top. Here you can see a general search interface with facets along the left-hand panel that can be used to narrow your search results and a search bar at the top. First, let's select the RECOVER Pediatric option in the dataset category on the left-hand side. This displays all variables associated with the RECOVER Pediatric dataset. Now let's search for infected participants by searching infected in the search bar. We can see that the first variable seems to fit what we are looking for. I'd like to especially highlight that this variable is affiliated with the Pediatric Cohort in the variable description here, not in the Pediatric Congenital or Caregiver Cohorts. I can learn more about the variable by clicking on the row. I can apply a filter by clicking on the filter icon in the Actions column. Here, let's select Infected and add this filter. With this filter added, we can see that there are about 8,570 participants in the pediatric cohort who were infected. Note that these counts have been obfuscated to protect participant-level data, since this tool is public. Now let's investigate the symptoms, starting with memory. By searching memory, we see many values related to problems with remembering things at different time points. Remember, we are interested in acute baseline, so let's find that variable. Once we find the variable, again affiliated with the pediatric cohort, let's filter to yes and no. The participant count became narrower since we are getting more specific with the criteria. There are about 270 participants who were infected and either did or did not have problems remembering things at baseline in the acute arm. Let's do the same process for the other symptoms. We can search for neck. Here we find pain in the neck variables upon which to filter. Let's again apply a filter at acute baseline. We can also search for stomach. By scrolling down, we can find stomach pain or cramps variables. Let's find acute baseline once more. Once these have been added, we can learn more about the cohort by clicking Variable Distributions in the right-hand panel. This shows us the breakdown of all filters added to give us a better understanding of our selected cohort. By scrolling down, we can see that stomach pains and cramps and neck pain were more common than memory issues. This can help us to refine our cohort and plan our research questions and analyses. Now let's take a look at the serum samples. We can search for serum and use the Biosamples facet under Data Type in the left-hand panel. This will show us all serum-related variables that have to do with biosample collection. Here we can see the serum 8-week follow-up variable, which we can filter. By filtering to true, we can see how many participants had this sample collected. We can see that there are about 130 participants that have serum samples collected and that also meet our other query criteria. To access the participant-level data of the RECOVER Pediatric study, you need to request authorization. To do this, you must submit a data access request to the Database of Genotypes and Phenotypes, or dbGaP. dbGaP authorization is used to manage controlled access data on BDC. To submit a data access request, you must have an NIH ERA Commons account or other valid NIH login. There are three main components of a data access request: the research use statement, the non-technical summary, and the BDC-specific cloud use statement. For the cloud use statement, BDC provides template language that can be used. For more information, step-by-step instructions, and template language, please visit the Submitting a dbGaP Data Access Request page of the BDC documentation linked on the slide.